So on this autism journey, have you ever been told by a practitioner of any sort or a therapist or school, yes, go 3 steps forward, but don't worry about the 2 steps back. There'll be another 3 steps forward. Don't worry about the 2 steps back. It's okay. This is the cycle of how your autistic child's going to learn. Have you ever heard that? I was told that a lot. And what I would like to share with you today is only the steps forward part. And we don't have to have the 2 steps back. So the nugget here of the day is what I've found in my life is with Matteo is that it revolves around and it's based upon my expectations and my ideas of what 2 steps forward looks like. And I think when we have specific goals in our minds for our kids, and there may be long-term or short-term, goals are good to have, but when coupled with expectation, I think that's where the train starts to get a little rickety and the ride gets a little bumpy, and we can tend to get tired easier, and we can tend to, as a parent, at least from my experience, kind of lose it a little bit. My patience would go away, and it's like, great, one more thing that I paid for that's not working, right? So what I've learned to do is take away that expectation. If I have an expectation and a goal of speech, 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 and I want my son to talk and be able to communicate with his friends and in the world, and it's great, it's a great goal. But having that goal as also an expectation of what it means to be to have a meaningful life or to meaningfully contribute to society or have a meaningful relationship, that's where the expectation part comes in, I think, at least for me. And when I was able to change that and just look at the gifts that are given every single day, and we're all given them. Our kids are given them every single day. We just happen to have our sights on the goal a little too often. And we miss all the parts and the gifts that are helping us either get there or not get there. Maybe my son's never going to talk. Maybe he's never going to have fluent speech enough to be in a workplace and use his language to communicate as his primary form of communication. Maybe he is going to be using a letterboard, or maybe he will be typing on a computer, and that's okay. That's okay. It's just different. It's just different. And sure, I can have a lifelong goal of him being able to talk and communicate just like most of us do, and that's great to have, because without goals, then we stop searching for the next thing. Without the goals and the belief behind it and the knowing behind it that our kids are capable beings. Without that, then what's the point? So it's great, keep the goal, but let's get rid of the expectation. Everything starts to change, I promise. Tonight, today, things would change. I don't know how to stress that enough. It's the most beautiful and freeing experience you can have inside, because your stress melts away too. And Lord knows we can all use that, right? So thanks for listening.